Like, speaking of Bleach, how far in did you get?
Okay, so here's the reason why we started watching Clone Wars. Not last weekend, the weekend before that, we started 1000 Year Blood War, right?
Yeah.
And I think the last time we talked about it, we were only up to the part where Handlebars kills Yamamoto.
Yeah.
And then we got up to the episode that ends with the cliffhanger where Zombie Girl gets Toshiro out to come out. So the problem we had is she doesn't like cliffhangers. And that was a cliffhanger, and Toshiro is one of her like favorite characters in Bleach.
Yeah.
So he steps out, episode ends, we boot up the next episode, and then we despair because it's in Japanese.
Hello, welcome back to episode 7 of We First Ask Questions Later. I'm Initiativ. I'm once again joined here with Jamaican. Okay. Not too much going on this past 2 weeks. Except like
Not too
main
much going on.
I mean, like, there hasn't been too much going on. Like, game-wise.
I started
like,
Dragon Age Inquisition.
yeah. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. You finally started that.
It took me 6 months, boys, but we got there.
Do you plan on finishing it?
Eventually.
Eventually.
It's in the race of who's going to finish what first, Dragon Age Inquisition or you finishing Fire Emblem?
No. Fire Emblem's dead, okay? I'm not
Fire Emblem's dead?
because that would require me hooking up my Switch and all that, and I'd not be fucking bothered.
No, it's been
But
good.
yeah,
Chill. What have you been up to, sir? How is your feline friend treating you?
he's been like majority of being a good boy.
I heard he's been dipping his head in some water, maybe? Or he's trying to steal your liquid refreshments?
Oh, always trying to steal my water. Oh. Yeah, his water's not good enough. It has to be mine.
No, he's not living in your place rent-free. You're living in his place rent-free.
True. True. Yeah. But yeah, he's been good. Yeah. What have you been up to the last 2 weeks?
I've been streaming. I've been job hunting again.
Oh, didn't the other one work out?
Yeah, it wasn't it. Yeah. I don't know. Being on phones all day, it ain't it.
Yeah.
Mad respect and props to people who do that on the regular. Even more respect to people who actually enjoy that shit. So,
Yeah.
it's not a very fulfilling experience. Mind you, I wasn't very good at it, so maybe if I was actually if I actually improved and got better, it might have been a bit more fulfilling. But yeah. No, the boss lady was like super super understanding and chill about it. Like, it's not for everyone. So, like, I was able to leave that place a little bit better than the previous one, which I'm
That's
grateful
fair.
for. Like, literally everything about that workplace was the exact polar opposite of my previous one. Like, everything about it was good except for like the work. I just had no affinity for it. That was it. Like, the people were nice, everyone was chill. Like, so
I mean, that's one good thing though. Like the people were nice.
yeah, I don't know. Like, it kind
I
of
mean,
sucks because like people were pretty nice and lovely.
yeah. Yeah.
Onwards, onwards, back on the hunt. Yeah, got to stream 3 days.
Yeah, you'll be able to stream more often.
I did the Dragon Age stream for about 10 hours. I don't know how much progress I've made. I feel like I did decent, but apparently, from what I heard, there's way more stuff to do in it, which is kind of nice.
Did you mainline the story, or did you like get distracted by
I did a
typical
bit of both.
RPG things?
I did both. I did most of the first area as far as I can tell.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm like
Yeah, I've never
slowly
played Dragon Age.
transitioning to the next area.
I've never played Inquisition, so I don't know how far in
Yeah,
you
yeah,
are.
yeah. I don't know how far in. If it's anything like Dragon Age 2, I still got quite a while. Some of the characters that have been introduced are kind of whatever. And then there's the Kunari dude who's just chill. Like he's just a Giga Chad, so he's like, the Kunari was my favorite. Like it was the Kunari and the Dwarves, some of my favorites in
Yeah.
Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2. So this
Oh
guy's
yeah.
apparently he's a Kunari spy master, whatever, as well as like a warrior.
Okay.
So I mean, his default weapon when he kills something with it, they explode and deal like percentage of their HP and AOE around them. So yeah,
Okay.
I just gotta build him to be a little bit tankier than what he is now. Because right now he's a little bit squishy because he hasn't got like a specialization and he hasn't got like the proper gear yet. So I'd find him some gear, craft him some armor. Yeah, no, it's been good. The exploration's been pretty nice. Game runs like butter, and it's kind of just nice just going around exploring and just you know enjoying the game.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. So are you playing some Ark?
Yeah. Before we get to Ark, though, I just want to quickly touch upon the new season for Diablo. It's actually a pretty good season.
I've heard some good things about it. Apparently, you get to like level 100 a day.
Yeah, if you like just like steamroll through it, yeah.
Like a
Yeah,
day,
it's
like in like
I think
13
you could
hours, like 13, 14 hours.
yeah, you have to put the time into it, but yeah. It's a it's a pretty good leap. The mechanics actually pretty good. There's a lot of power through the mechanic, like through the season mechanic as well. It's good.
A permanent stuff? Or
We don't know if I doubt this season will like this season's mechanic will go through because you can get quite powerful. Like it's like infinite, like near infinite grinding the season.
Or isn't it a build that's like one-shotting the final boss at the moment?
Yeah, I have heard about that build, but yeah, I'm just playing builds I
All I've
enjoy.
heard is Sork resistances are kind of funny, and is it Barbarian that has like a one-shot build for the final boss?
Yeah, I mean it's not technically it's not a one shot, but it's like you debuff the boss with a bunch of other abilities and you just hit it with one big ability.
Yeah.
So it's like yeah, it's like a 90% one shot. Not like
It's
a,
like
like a
you're
third of them.
basically a Surge Deathblade. Like your abilities don't count when you're stacking your stacks, but then like
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
you press your Z, and then
and then
he's just gone.
yeah, but yeah, it's and they're like the devs even come out and saying they're not nerfing anything for the like yet, and that they've pretty much just said have fun with how like strong things are.
Is it gonna be like Windows where every second one is the good one? So like season 3 is gonna be shit
Probably,
again, and then like season like
probably that would be. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, this season's been pretty good. Like even Wise enjoying it.
damn.
Yeah.
It's a good season.
It's like Wise playing Diablo instead of Icarus. You know it's good.
Damn, son. Damn. Still playing Druid, or is he playing different?
uh, Last I saw, he was playing Necro.
Is Necro like automated this season? Like you don't
Minion
have to
builds are a lot stronger.
you
I'm
don't
enjoying my
have to give
minion build.
yourself RSI playing Necro?
I press I press one button every 8 seconds, and my minions do the rest. It's good.
That's pretty.
I mean, I'm still low level, but yeah,
What? You're mid 50s,
it's
right?
no, I've barely put any hours into it. Like every time I boot it up, I get called away or distracted by something else. I just leave the game running for like 4 hours. Like, oh, okay.
I was gonna say I've seen you on quite a bit. It's just like have you just been AFK? But I guess that answers my question.
Yeah, I'm like level 30, level 40, and like every time I jump in, I either get distracted by the cat or I get called away to do something. It's like I just want to play. It's
Doing
like
some
God damn it.
tech support.
Yeah, oh, I fucking hate troubleshooting Microsoft like Office Suite and 365.
See,
That shit
the
is so
easier
annoying.
way to avoid doing that is just not doing it. That's what I would do.
That is true.
If
That
there's
is
a
fair.
problem with it, it's just like, look, I'm not a professional. I use the thing. I don't fix the thing, right? So good luck.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, as you were like before I change the subject, Arc. It is at the moment time for the yearly jump back into Arc.
Yes. What is
So
this? It's like Michael Bublé coming out to sing his Christmas songs.
yeah,
It's the
pretty much.
October
Yeah.
November arc sesh.
Yep.
Did we even do the Minecraft sesh this year, or did I miss out on that?
I don't
Because we normally go
think
from like
we did.
Minecraft to arc or like arc to Minecraft, and then we have like a Phasmo sort of horror game thing, like
There,
near
there
Halloween.
was the modded Minecraft server at the start of the year.
Was that this year?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was start of this year because I remember doing all the magic shit.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that
It
was
feels like this year's gone like really fast, but then all of a sudden,
yeah.
like it has not at the same time.
Yep.
But yes, I freed up some space on my hard disk drive, so I got rid of Honkai Star Rail on my PC because I never use it on my PC anyway because it's on my phone.
True. You always do it on the phone. Yeah.
So that freed up a significant amount of space.
It would. Yeah. That's
So
true.
now when I open up my computer and look at my computer space, my hard disk drive, hard drive space, it
Yeah.
is bright freaking red. So after
Uh,
Arc
uh,
finishes
how much free room
downloading,
do you have?
like 40 gig maybe, if that. So I don't know how
Oh,
much that's gonna lag my other stuff to shit. I've noticed that Lost Ark has taken quite a significantly longer amount of time to boot up.
yeah.
So
Oh, do you wait? You're installing Arc onto like a SSD or a hard drive?
SSD.
Okay. Yeah.
So because I have a second hard drive, but that's for like videos and stuff. So that
Yeah.
it takes longer to put it on there, and I just do not want to sit here for 17 hours downloading Arc when I can sit here for 3.
True. That is fair. That's very fair.
Yes.
But
So
yeah.
eventually,
In
uh,
the year 2049, when Ark Survival Ascended comes out.
honestly, I could probably do it tomorrow. I could do an Arc stream tomorrow instead of Dragon Age. I'm gonna be honest. Like it would
I
probably
mean,
be more fun just watching me die to raptors like 50 times.
probably would be, honestly.
But I just don't know because like tomorrow's gonna be cold, so I need something that's gonna heat my room up anyway. So
Fair enough.
and Arc is literally the only game that makes my computer actually work.
Really?
Yes, like Arc is literally the only game in my computer. Like the highest temperature my computer's ever gotten running games is like 52 degrees.
Yeah?
If you don't include Arc, Arc
You
makes it
don't
goes
include
Arc makes it goes to like 72 or something.
Ark. Oh god. Is that while
Yeah.
streaming or just running
No,
the
no,
game?
no. That's just running the game.
Oh god. Fucking hell.
Dude, do you remember like when I was recording the Arc videos back in the day on my old computer?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I
Dude,
remember that.
I used to have my old computer like on the floor, like on the carpet. Like it was my like its secondary purpose was like the coffee table for me. So I'd
Oh,
like
yeah.
put my drinks on top of it and shit because of where it is, it's like on my right, you know. But the problem is where the air vents were, it was blowing all the air directly at my legs. So when I was recording like the ARC videos in summertime, I was literally just burning the leg hairs off my leg
Oh, no.
because
Oh,
like it
no.
because the video card I had before was a 1080, right? So it was working its little
Yeah.
heart out. And
Oh,
yeah,
no.
yeah, it was a trip. So I had to record like, maybe 30 minutes and then take a break for a little bit, just splash some water on my legs and then record another 30 minutes.
Oh, God. Fucking hell. Oh, that's ridiculous.
So I'm just happy with the setup now. It does get a bit warm, but nowhere near as warm. Like, oh my god. And it's actually kind of nice because like the weather is right for it. So we'll see how we go. I'm
Mm,
actually
yeah.
super excited. I'm This is pure copium that we get Survival Ascended this year. But if we do, hope I hope it is like somewhat optimized. Like I
Yeah.
don't know how much of the spaghetti code that from Arc they've fixed or at least put aside to the point where we won't notice it.
Yeah.
But I just hope
Yeah.
it's running Unreal 5. I just hope it doesn't take up more than like 120 gig. Uh,
Yeah, that would be ideal. Because the fucking was it 500 or something?
266 gig for like the base game Fjorda and Scorched Earth is it ain't it.
Yeah. It's not a good time. It's it's uh it's not a good experience. No.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
it's probably gonna be fun. It's gonna be a shit show for a little bit, and then it'll probably fizzle out again. It'll just be me and you hopping on every so often, but that's usually how the cycle goes.
Yeah, usually.
I don't think I'll go as
Yeah.
hard. I don't think I'll go as hard. I'll probably have like 3 or 4 dinos that I'll use, and that's it. So
Yeah,
just go around for the
I'm gonna
memes.
try and not have like 50 RGs just
Yeah,
sitting there
I
doing
will
nothing.
literally have an RG. Okay, so if you don't count the Dodic and the Anki, because that's just for building, that's literally just for building. I'll
Yeah.
have an RG, probably a Bat, a Wyvern, and either a Rex or a Giga.
Fair enough. Yeah.
That's pretty much it. And then whatever until I get those, all the rest that I tame is like filler stuff. And then when I don't need them anymore, they're going straight into the freaking cryopod fridge, whatever it is. Because
Yeah.
I am not doing what I did last time, where I had like a 40 frame drop every time I loaded back into my bed.
Oh. Yeah, I remember that.
Because I had
That
like
was
16 wyverns just parked out on platforms outside my house, and I had
Yep.
like 50 rock drakes, like 20 gigas just standing around. I had like an army of aloes just pumping out eggs. And I had all
Yep.
my like gatherers, and yeah, no, we ain't doing that again. No, not this
Uh,
time.
you say that now,
Nah,
but
not
then
this
you
time.
still
Nah, nah,
are you
nah, nah,
are you
nah,
sure?
nah. Because you know where I'm building? I'm gonna go to the it's not Jotunheim. I can't remember which realm it was. The one with the plains. You know how they had the village with the church in it,
Oh, yeah,
where we tamed the direwolves.
yeah.
I'm gonna set up in there, and there's not enough room for like more than 3 diners. So,
Okay. Well, that was the one with the lightning wyverns, wasn't it?
that was the one with the kitties that turn invisible.
Yeah, I think that's the lightning wyvern map. Yeah,
Is that? I can't
I
remember.
think so.
Probably because the forest one was the poison wyverns, and the ice one was the ice wyverns, and the fire wyverns are on the main island.
Yeah, Yeah,
Yeah, that was. I think that was the one where there's like a swamp, and then on the other side there's like a like a not really a swamp, but there's like water, and then there's a cave entrance, I guess, where there's like a shit ton of aloes and saber tooth and scorpions and stuff outside. And then you go
yeah,
inside, and it looks like a freaking massive ravine, and that's where the lightning wyverns are, I think.
hmm, yeah,
But that's where the titanosaurs were, and the massive field with the titanosaurs.
yeah, 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 yeah.
But that's where like Hardy and Skull is as well, and they're way more farmable than the freaking bee queen because she's just aids to move stuff in there, in and out until you get a giga.
Yeah, that's yeah. Hmm. I remember a lot of. You used to kill that bee a lot. Didn't you?
I
Like those white
literally like
chips.
left my thing, my giga there just so I could kill it. Like I left my giga inside on aggressive, and then I just brought the
Oh
second one
yeah.
in. I just brought the second one in for mate boost, and I just activated a shrine every time I wanted to kill it.
Oh god.
It was like literally. It was like literally like 4 seconds to kill it. It was that like I bred that giga damage like 16 iterations or something. It was like it was giga 16 or something like that. So it had like 32 points
Okay.
of damage in melee, like
Yeah.
base. So it was nom nomming.
It was numb.
I'll
Uh,
probably get like a Maywing as well, because that thing is actually so much fun.
the bats
Like
were good. Yeah, the bat was good.
the Maywing
It
was just
was a
so much
pain to
fun just
tame.
zooming around though.
Maywing was fun. Yeah. Snow Owl was good with the diving.
I probably won't get a snow owl. I don't. I'm probably not even going to bother with the gachas to be honest.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I don't think they're worth it either.
No, they're worth it, but just like the time investment to get them set up, it's not
Yeah,
worth it.
like breeding
Like
for
how high
Pokemon.
tech are we? Like we just go into a cave with a bat. Like we get like a couple of good bats, and then we just go into a cave and kill shit, and then just loot the stuff, and then we're good.
Yeah, true.
Because like the did we kill all of the bosses?
Um,
Because we
did
killed
we?
Hardy and Skull a few times. We killed the bee boss
Yeah.
a few times. What was the other one? It was like a stone bear that.
Did we do any of the like any of the pillars?
The what?
Like any of the like the giant pillars, like the red, green, or blue pillars?
Um, I don't think we did.
Hmm.
I can't remember if there was 6 bosses or 3 bosses on the island, but
I can't remember. I
I think
can't
there
remember
was.
either.
I think there was 6 bosses, but like
Could have been. Was
'cause I
it
think
was a
one
year
was
ago?
like I don't know actually. I actually can't remember now. All I remember, like the last thing we were doing, was the cave with the direwolves in it, and they had the I remember what they're called, but they turn in they're like the freaking gremlins.
Like the
They're like
which
little
thing?
they're like little Pikachu's on the floor, but then if you feed them enough element, they turn into like Hulk.
Oh yeah, I remember that
I
now.
can't remember what they're called. It's been a hot minute. That was what I was trying to get last time we played.
Yeah, you were. Uh,
You couldn't tame them outside of the cave, so it's really hard for me to find a high level one and then not get killed by level 480 direwolves.
Yeah, those divals were a pain.
Yeah, but no, oh, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a shit show.
Oh, it always is.
I might stream it later, actually.
Well, I will join you with that tomorrow if you do decide to.
Yeah. I think the missus wants to play some Paleo for a little bit. So depending on how much fun
Okay.
that
I
goes.
haven't been on Paleo for quite a while.
I check my plants and I talk to Van every so often. I'm just kind of vibing. It's just like it's just there, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Has there been any updates since the Halloween update for it?
I don't know. I bought some pumpkins. Apparently you can get jiggy with it with Hidori, and
Yeah, I saw that.
that's about it. I'm expecting a
Okay.
Christmas event to be pretty lit
Yeah, that could be pretty good.
because if they're not like dumping too much into Halloween, then I'm pretty sure they're focusing all their energy on Christmas.
Yeah, probably.
Some of
Most
those
likely.
outfits look pretty sick.
Did they? I haven't really looked at
Yeah, the
them.
butterfly outfit looks sick.
Oh yeah, yeah. I saw that one. It actually looks good. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. If, like that'll be enough. Like they look cool, but I don't know if they're
Oh, I probably
for me
wouldn't
to
get
spend
unless
money.
I'm like more heavily invested into the game, but for like paleo enjoyers, definitely it's definitely nice to see that they have good non-predatory stuff.
Yeah,
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 pretty much it. I mean, Lost Ark isn't really been much. I tried to do like a Braille marathon. I did manage to get all my Brailles done this week. It was a trip, but it was a struggle.
Oh, you, 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 you did get them all done.
I got all 24 of them done. I did the last two yesterday. So,
Oh God,
yeah.
like how many hours will that take?
I think Thursday was 9.5. I think I did 7 on Friday, and then I did the rest yesterday. So the one gate 3 that I was stuck on the Zerker, I did yesterday with milk tea.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're saying that you were carrying her on your 1500 or whatever.
Yeah, I joined on my 1500 Shadow Hunter, and then she's just like, "Oh, I don't know how to do raid lead," and then she just passed me raid lead. So I'm like we have like a 1592 Soul Fist, a 1590 Reaper, like a 1600 Zerker in our party, and I'm raid leading on a 1500 Shadow Hunter. It was freaking hilarious.
God damn it. Uh,
Because Exabor was in there with his 1490 Deathblade as well, and he had like a purple shoulders still on the Deathblade.
oh God.
So yeah.
Fucking
So
hell.
I used the Nana on the first stagger on gate 3 because I knew he probably had like 6 stacks already, and then like the 1590 juices were like, "Why aren't you using Way?" Just like because I don't want my board to die.
oh God. But yeah, like
That thing melted
I bet
because
it.
one of them we skipped a second stagger check completely. We had just that much damage.
oh God. Okay.
Just delete it. We did the last make
Damn.
and went from like 42 bars to like 0 just almost instantly. And then it's like, oh, we're done.
oh God.
So next week I just gotta do gate 1-3 on the Glavier and the Shadow Hunter. And then obviously the rest of the 1520s, I just need to get weapon, which is probably 1 or 2 weeks away. But now that they're 1520,
Yeah.
it's gonna be so much easier to get into lobbies. Like getting over that 1500, 1490 gatekeep was just so rough.
Yeah, yeah, it can be rough, like around that level.
Yeah. So I'm thinking if we get enough people, like we could do a normal party, like a normal Gate 4 learning party or semi-learning party, I guess. Yeah.
That doing a Braille Gate 4 it's been I've not done Braille since
I mean,
Braille Gate
you
4
can skip
Season 2.
meteors, so it's not going to
Yeah,
be as bad.
that is a good point.
And it's not like I'm
But
going
it's
there
a
blind. I know what to do to a certain extent. I'm just not very good at it.
fair enough.
I've done it twice, so yeah,
Yeah.
like it's fine. I just want to survive to the end, you know.
Okay.
Because I usually die after like the second meteors, like the 30 bar meteors.
Yeah.
Like I think it's like usually the second set of gold meteor. Either that the memory thing, the second memory thing. That's usually when I die. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna get the Akan title for 10 clears probably faster than the Gate 4 Brill title, PLC. So
Yeah. Probably.
yeah. And then I was watching Landmark play some Tarkov Arena, and
Oh.
it's
Okay.
it's like watching it's like watching a demon be unleashed. Remember when
It is.
remember when I started playing Tarkov and like Shift W was like the true meta?
Yeah.
When like before inertia and strength
Yeah.
to the moon and you just freaking bunny hop and shit everywhere and everyone's just
Yep.
Shift W in full auto. It's that, but it's in an arena now. And the rounds are like super fast.
Oh God.
I'm just watching him like snap onto heads and just spray people down. It's just crazy. I think the first 6 rounds he only died once, and there was like 3 rounds where he didn't even take any damage,
So
and he
it
killed like three
is.
dudes.
So is it like search and destroy, like without the bomb? Like you only get the one life.
Uh, I guess yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's like yeah, like counter. It's like if Counter Strike was like way faster paced and there's like an objective that you can capture, but no one really cares because there's only like 5 people I think, and you just delete them, you win the round.
Huh.
But the
I
rounds
don't know.
were super fast.
I'm I'm still torn on Tarkov at the moment. Arena and normal.
I feel like Arena is gonna make the skill ceiling even higher for Tarkov because like there's gonna be guys that do Arena and then they're just gonna go into a raid and you're just not gonna be able to 1v1 them at all in any capacity because the hearing is dog shit in Arena. Like everyone has the same hearing. It's not like you don't get it like you don't get headsets or anything. So you're just using like base audio.
Oh. Yeah.
So like Landmark, like the entire time he's just like, dude, I can't hear shit. And then he just goes around and claps like 2 dudes. And he's like, dude, I can't hear shit. So could you
Oh
imagine if they
God.
can like sound whore you while they're doing that? It's gonna be insane. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like it's gonna have a very detrimental impact to the game because it's basically gonna make it so they want you to play the game one way, but then there's a game mode that incentivizes you to play it the other way. So I don't know. It's kind of like when
Yeah.
Fortnite transitioned from a tower defense builder game to Fortnite.
Battle
You know what I
Royale.
mean?
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like
I guess.
it's kind of like that. It's kind of giving the same kind of vibes. So, like, it looks cool. It runs like, from what I've seen, it runs like butter. So,
I mean, I'd like to think so with how like how
and the
small
cool
the
thing
maps
about
are.
it is like all the blood and all the stuff like that gets sprayed on the areas, they stay between rounds. So if there's like a
Okay.
massive firefight led down the left side of the map, and there's like 5 people that got splattered across the walls and stuff, the round resets, but all their blood splats stay on the walls. So as the
That's
match
cool.
progresses further and further and further, it's like more and more just blood and
Huh.
That's kind of
Interesting.
cool. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Just been grinding away on stock, and I played some Dragon Age.
Yeah, I haven't really done much either. I've just been
Waiting for the new Monster Hunter game to come out, but I don't know when. Probably March next year. Like, but want it
yeah, that
now.
sounds about right.
Want it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. A lot of people want the new Monster Hunter game.
So we still have Remnant as well. But
That we do. That we do.
it's the time, dude. Like, just the time. Literally just the
Yeah.
time.
Yep. Calm down.
But yeah,
Yeah, like nothing really.
nothing too
Is that?
crazy. Well, I mean, we get like the battle items tab and a new Chaos Gate next week for Lost Ark. The international for
Oh yeah.
Dota started, so I've just been watching that while grinding dailies. So that's been like it timed out perfectly because Pestle's hardcore series pretty much finished the moment the international started. So I just transitioned from
Oh.
watching that to like having
Yeah.
like day one was like 12 hours, day two was 12 hours. I'm not even halfway through day two yet. I still have day three and four, and then there's going to be a four-day break before main event. So by the time I finish day three and four, the main event will start, so I can go straight into watching that. So it's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. There's all. I mean, like, there's even the YCS going on at the moment for Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah. I don't know. I don't think I
I
could
what
watch Yu-Gi-Oh. I honestly,
I've watched a little bit of it. I watched a little bit of it, but yeah, watch value isn't really there.
yeah. I feel like
It's so
it's
much.
unless you're like super heavy min max and you understand like 50 different decks. I'd rather just play it and be shit and be in like bronze tier and just play against other shitters in bronze tier. You know.
And brick every starting hand.
I don't brick in pugs. I only brick against you. It's so depressing. Like most of
uh,
most of my duels in pugs are like over in one or two turns.
but you duel me, and it's like,
And I
what
just
the
duel
hell's
you. It's
going
just like, guess I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh today. Yeah.
on? Like, I do enjoy this game when I play it, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's not too much going on with me either. I mean, my backlog is just getting like bigger and bigger.
I mean, it's not streaming again. So feeling a bit
Yeah,
better.
yeah, finally feeling a bit better. Good enough to stream. I I do. I need to finish Baldur's Gate. I got it. I
True.
have a lot of things I need to finish
Cyberpunk,
and get back
Baldur's
into it.
Gate.
Cyberpunk, I didn't stream. I just played that while I was sick, and
Okay,
it was actually a
that's
pretty
fine.
good
So
time.
that doesn't count then. I mean, we still have to finish Remnant at some point. Um,
Yeah, I think we've got quite a bit to go on.
I mean,
Still.
we've only finished two levels, three
Oh yeah.
levels.
Remember how like I had a different starting point to you?
Yeah, huh?
It's actually the same world as the oh god, it's the which one was it? Remember it was the Bloodborne world, but you went to that alien section?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's that one.
yeah, yeah.
I think it was that one. Yeah, it was. It was that one.
Because I seen a little bit of that palace when I was watching Chirpy play Remnant a while back when he was streaming it.
Yeah.
I was watching him stream it one day, and he was in that palace. And when we were there, I was just like, "This place looks weird," because they had the guys with the Tyrael wings that were attacking us. But it was a different area, but it
Oh
was the same area, so it's kind of weird. Yeah.
yeah. bit weird.
Or did we finish the third area? I think we finished the third area, right? But we had to go back and do some side stuff.
Uh, we did the robot area.
Did the robot
We
area,
did
we did the
the
jungle, crazy, weird Aztec Maya
and we
people.
yeah, and we finished Bloodborne area. So yeah, we've done 3.
Yeah, so we finished the Bloodborne area, but there's 2 side areas that we didn't go because obviously, I think it was like 16 hours deep into a stream or something like that at that point.
Yeah, yeah,
And I'm just like,
something like
look,
that.
can we just finish this area and then we'll come back to it later?
Yeah, I think you were like that. Yeah.
But that fight was cool
Uh,
with the ghost lady. So I think the most
that
underwhelming one so far has been the alien planet one because I ignored half of it. But
oh yeah, and that last boss, he just stood there swinging, and
because the wolf one in the jungle place was kind of cool.
yeah, yeah, I didn't mind the jungle one.
No, the boss fights in that game have been pretty sick. It's
Yeah.
kind of crazy how they made even just a blob of slime interesting.
My favorite boss fight has been that cube when it was like
Yeah,
the
the
multiple
Death
cubes
Cube.
rolling around.
Yeah. Did you imagine if
That
that's
was a
what
good
cube
fight.
tickets turn into? That'd be so cool.
And you got to shoot the sides of it, and that was a good one. I really enjoyed that boss fight. It was I think there's a lot of original boss fights in this game that are like, huh,
I
I've
think the
not done that
most
in a while.
annoying one so far has been the little like the flying gas bags with the little crab dude in it.
Oh yeah,
I think the alien
yeah.
planet had the most underwhelming boss fights, to be honest. Because like even in the Bloodborne level, that one like crazy bitch that was sitting on top of the thing just throwing bombs at us, like that was still kind
Oh
of more that was still kind of more interesting than I think the puzzles on the space world was more interesting than the actual boss fights.
yeah, yeah. I'd agree with that.
Still a good game, still a very good game.
It is. It is very
The
good.
fact that like we've both chosen 2 different builds and they both work is kind of nice. So because I'm used to going like tank build and getting absolutely cuffed and doing Z DPS and being basically just a delayed death the entire time. So it's just nice being actually useful. Like
I'm just surprised that your melee build's actually viable.
that's what I'm saying. I'm used to melee build just being like you run in there and you just take longer to die, but you actually don't do anything. Like in PoE, I'm just like initiative.
Or either that or the boss is flying and you can't get to
Or
it.
yeah, like that's it. But like when the boss is flying, I just protect you and then you just kill it. So
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
yeah, I'm okay with that though, because like it makes it better when I have a boss where it's just like, all right, it's go time for me, like it's my time to shine. Because then when you have your opportunity to shine and I'm just there being useless, like
Oh.
otherwise I'm just
Yeah.
otherwise I'm just like blasting through everything while you're just dying. You know what I mean? And it
Yeah.
might be like fun for me to a certain extent, but it wouldn't be fun for the other people in the group if they were just getting deleted while I'm just standing there ignoring everything.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess. 'Cause what was that, it was that, we're on the alien, like the robot alien planet, and I think it was that one, and we had to kill that little blue thing that kept jumping from, like
Yeah, I was literally just, well, I guess I just stand next to you and just keep swinging until the little blue boy comes and hits you, and then I'll do damage to him.
yeah.
I was literally on just protect you duty because you were like shooting. It was getting to a point where halfway through the fight, I just stopped picking up ammo. It's just like I'm gonna miss like 90% of my shots anyway, so I might as well just let you pick it all up, and then the boss dies faster.
But now I've got the dog as well, so the dog can at least tank some
Yeah, yeah,
shit.
because that was before the dog.
Yeah.
How did you
The
feel
dog
playing with
actually
3
actually pretty
people?
good.
Like when
I
Haya
could
joined?
definitely I could definitely feel the enemies having more health.
The enemies having more health or more of them spawning?
Both. Bit of both.
But did that make it more fun for you though? I think that wolf boss fight would be super easy if it was just the two of us.
Yeah, probably
The
would
wolf
be.
fight and the fire dude, paladin armor dude was pretty interesting. Like the ghost fight was sick. We actually had to work together on the ghost fight, so that was kind of cool.
Oh, yeah. That flying manta ray was annoying. That just it would like it would
I gave
teleport
up on
around.
him at some point because I just
Yeah,
like either I couldn't look up into the sky enough to shoot him,
yeah,
or I was just bad. Most of the time I was just bad. I was just like, all right, like I would just let you have it, and if any of those like archer boys or the tree things came after you, I'm just like, all right, it's my time, boys. My favorite part
yeah.
about that level is I was walking along and I fell off a platform, and then you're just like, oh, did you fall off and die? Did you? And then I saw you were heading towards where I was, and I was just telling why. Like I muted in VC. And I'm just like, don't tell him. I'm not gonna tell him, bro. I'm not gonna tell him, boys. I'm not gonna tell him. And you literally fell in the exact same hole and died where I died, like 5 seconds after
Yeah,
I died.
yeah, yep. Good times. Good times though.
Ah, there's some cool puzzles in that world with the different
Oh yeah,
rings.
definitely.
We actually have to go back there and try and see if we can work out what the other door is.
Yeah, that one that'll be interesting. Because we
A
didn't
lot of
find any
things.
of the clues for that first cycle.
Well, I found the clues for the second one because you went AFK for like 20 minutes and I was just wandering around the room looking for shit.
True. That
But
is that is
the other one was just like, oh, there's a thing here. We don't know what it does. We might have to do something else before we can unlock it. And we just kind of just wandered off. I don't even know where it is.
shit.
Very good. Like the games have been decent. Inquisition has actually been very good despite being like EA.
Yeah,
Like I'm not really running into any major issues with it. Remnant has been amazing. They're still trying to fix Lost Ark. Like it's looking good, boys. Diablo's coming up. Like I don't know, maybe early Christmas present. You never know. You know, you gotta take the dubs. You gotta take the dubs.
yeah, that's true.
I'm kind of excited for Outer Worlds now because like Inquisition have been super like enjoyable. So I kind of want to finish it
Yeah,
and then do Outer Worlds and hopefully it's just as good if not better.
yeah.
Kind of got me excited. And then by the time I
Uh,
finish that, hopefully new Monster Hunter's out. We can like that for a little bit.
yeah, it would be nice to play a Monster Hunter game again.
Yeah, after doing 3 Sonnevils and God knows how many Hanus,
Yeah.
I want to play Monster Hunter again.
Yeah, Monster Hunter is a good franchise.
Some D&D. We got D&D this weekend, right?
Uh yeah, we do. Yeah.
Like last session wasn't too crazy. We killed
Yeah,
some.
I mean,
We killed what? We killed some bandits. We stole some horses, or we
liberated some
acquired
horses.
some horses. I guess we adopted some horses.
Yeah. Just I mean, it was essentially just the road.
There was an
Uh,
asteroid that
road
flew
trip.
above us on the way to the fort that we were traveling to, and a tree fell on me.
No, the asteroid wasn't going towards the fort. The asteroid was
No,
going
not towards the
inland.
fort. Like we were going towards the fort, and then there's like an asteroid that flew over us as we were heading towards the
Oh,
fort.
yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah,
I'm just sitting
yeah, yeah.
there, like, okay, cool. Apparently, Y's character was having a slight oh shit situation internally, as far as I could tell.
Oh, why was he having the oh shit situation?
It wasn't a Y character. Was character who was like who saw the asteroid thing, and he's like he was having
Oh
issues.
no, no. Y's character doesn't know. Y knows what it is. Y's character does not.
Ah,
Y himself was going, oh shit.
eh. Oh, I must have missed that because I was just like riding my horse.
Yeah. Yeah, we had someone miss last week's session because they were at a party. They're at a birthday party.
Have you worked
But
out
they
how to
should
work
be.
that in yet, or is that
I
accounted
mean,
for? Or?
they were there. They just didn't do anything. I just stopped that.
Is like they were their situation, or is that like they weren't there and they had their own separate thing?
No, they were there. I'm just saying that they were there because I don't want to have to try and justify why they weren't there. And it's just like, no, they were there.
Could have helped us fight, you piece of shit.
He's just watching. Just watching you guys.
Oh, I got to try my was it Wild Surge? Is it Wild
Oh,
Surge or Wild Magic? I
yeah.
can't remember.
Yeah, I think Wild Magic, like Wild Surge Rage, or whatever it's called.
Got to summon my what are we
The
gonna
little
call it?
pixie, was it? Was it a pixie?
Yeah, what are we gonna call it? My suicide pixie, or
Something like that.
yeah, it's a little pixie that I can summon that blows up and does is it radiant damage or force damage?
I want to say force damage,
I can
but
summon it like
I'm
on
not.
top of enemies, and then at the end of my turn it blows up, and then they have to roll a saving throw, and if they don't succeed, then they take damage.
Yeah.
I
One
just
d six
hope
force damage.
I just hope when I roll the teleport, it's in a fight against something cool.
Or you'll just never end up rolling the
I
teleport.
don't want to be fighting like freaking, like just regular goblins. They got like two goblins, and then like it would be cool
Yeah.
just to teleport behind them and just delete them in one hit, and then that's it. We don't have to roll for like next turns because they're dead. But like, I just want to have
Yeah.
like a Giga Chad moment where it's just like, some Omaewa Moshinderu moment.
Oh.
Because that would be so good. Yeah, nothing crazy. We want to keep it like a little bit shorter as well, so people didn't fizzle out.
And also one person short as well. Like, it was
Yeah,
basically just traveling from the town they were in to
yeah.
like
It was like a transition between like
yeah.
the town where we were in to a new place. But I got some stuff cooking. I got some stuff cooking initiative.
That worries me.
Hmm? Hmm? No,
That worries me.
you'll see how wrinkly my brain is. You'll see how wrinkly. See, I might be a clueless idiot sometimes, but that's just a deception play. I'm actually Giga Brain. I'm actually big.
Okay. Okay.
You know the Emperor's New Groove, where it's like, oh yeah, it's all coming together now. One of those. It's one of those, boys. One of those.
Anytime you say you have a plan for that worries me.
What do you mean?
For D&D at the very least.
What do you mean? You should be happy that I'm taking some time to think about what I want to do with my character.
Oh no, I am. But it's just like, oh no.
When has my plans ever ended up badly, huh? Huh?
For John it has.
Yes, but he's not part of the main group, so I think it's a success every single time.
Just because an NPC is not part of the main group doesn't mean you can terrorize them.
Dude, I count it as a plan mission success. We went out to achieve what we wanted to achieve. All right.
My God. God damn it. He's gonna John, you're like a big bad to reveal himself to be John.
Yeah.
Oh shit. But yeah, it's
Gonna be quiet week. This week is gonna be lit. Hopefully, we
yeah,
have to
because you
go.
just got into you just got into this fort, so
So much
hopefully.
fun. Nothing crazy
I've
on the
actually
D&D front.
I've actually found this software. I think Quiet Matt would enjoy the software. It's called Obsidian, and it allows you to. I'll show you it after the
Oh,
podcast.
is that the
It
dungeon
allows you.
generator thing
No, it's
or the
not.
map generator thing, whatever it is?
Nah, this is you can. It's like text documents, but you can link the documents between each other, and then you can go to a graph and like how everything connects to each other.
Oh, is it like a plot planning sort of?
Kind of. Yeah.
I know there was this
I'll
program that you'd
show it.
use to map out like choose your own adventure books that you were making because I used to try. I tried to make one back in the day,
Okay.
but I can't remember what it
But
was
no,
called.
yeah, like you can link between the different like pages you've got, and it like puts them all into like a mind map, like how
That's kind of
everything's
cool.
actually linked together. Yeah, I think Quiet Matt would enjoy this.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's like a week from now when she finally gets to this part, she's gonna ask me and interrogate me. Like, where is it? Where is it?
I'll show you it after
Yeah,
the
yeah.
game. Yeah. Actually, really cool. But yeah, it was like you said, it was a slower session.
It wasn't slow. It's just
And
it's
Squeezel,
like in the
we
roller
also had the
coaster.
first stream sequence as well.
Well, not we, just one particular person.
Yeah, that's true. It was just Squeezel. But we had our first stream sequence. That was interesting for her.
I don't know what happened, so someone was traumatized because they thought that someone died. That was funny. I wasn't sure if you were being serious or not, so I just kind of just went with it. And then you guys were joking apparently, and I'm just like, okay, I'm just no like the confusion levels hasn't changed. So
Oh shit! I kind of felt bad, but I was also like, I'm enjoying this way too much.
well, I'm just vibing.
Fair enough.
Like, how have you been feeling about like D&D so far?
I mean, I think it's been good so far.
Is there
I hope everyone's
is there?
enjoying it.
I mean, we've been enjoying. Like, I know we've been looking forward to it because we kind of get into a little bit of a panic when we're like getting food and stuff just beforehand because we're like we have to be on time, we have to be on time. And then we rock up and then like usually there's tech issues anyway and it's fine. So
Yeah, there's usually something going wrong.
then kind of chill. But shit, dude, you have you seen the amount of text she's been writing?
Yes, I have. She
She gives you regular
have
updates,
her send me
regular
the
updates.
notes. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good, good, good.
Have her send me a note so I can keep track of things. Also, her notes are written really well.
I mean, she's a freaking nerd. What do you expect?
I mean, true,
Have you
but
seen
I
her
didn't
shopping
expect.
list?
No, I haven't, and I can't. That scares me.
I've seen her shopping list and she still forgets stuff. She has to write it detailed, otherwise it's rip bozo. It's rip.
How did you forget things on the shopping list? It's written
Gosh,
right there.
dude, she's very forgetful. And I'm not saying it as a bad thing. I just feel like there's just too much stuff like bouncing around in there. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
So it's perfectly fine to keep that because I'm glad she's keeping a tabs on it because it just means she's enjoying herself and she's like invested in what's happening, which means like we're doing something relatively right, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I just hope like Y and Squeezel, and then our new one, like our new member, isn't like full and like, enjoys it.
I mean, It becomes more enjoyable the more dumb shit you get up to. Well, I mean, cool shit you get up to, I guess.
Like, true. But yeah, like, yeah, that's just my worry is the DMs. Like, are people enjoying the story? Like,
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know what's happening with the story half the time, and then sometimes I just remember bits of it, and then I just go back to like doing dumb shit again.
fair enough. That is fair.
It's I'm like literally switching between eating crayons and eating like food that actually powers your brain.
Hmm.
Like I feel like next session I'm about to make like the most giga wrinkly brain move, and then after that I'm probably gonna do the dumbest thing just to counteract it.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
So I'm just looking forward to see how it plays out. If it even gets to play out like that way, because that's the cool part about it is like you can't fully plan for something. You can just try and set like a rough goal and then try and fill the gaps in between to get to that to make it like organic and also cool. And then sometimes you just shit your pants and then like everyone makes fun of you. But
Yeah.
that's the cool part about having like the dice rolls and kind of not having everything under your control. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I get it. Especially that's also for like me as the DM as well. Like I want to lead you guys in certain ways, but then it's like, oh, you failed the check that would like, oh, okay, guess that just doesn't happen anymore.
I feel like
Oh
everyone's
yeah,
getting a little bit more comfortable with just randomly investigating stuff.
yeah, that is. Yeah, it feels like people are getting more comfortable. Like this just feels like people getting more comfortable with it in general.
So it's been a good time so far. I
That's
haven't
good.
died yet, so
True. No one's died yet.
and I got to chop
Surprisingly,
someone and I got to chop someone in half. So we're winning, boys. We're
that you
winning.
did. That you did. I'm surprised no one's died yet.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not. Like, part of me is just like, what happened if that goblin didn't disappear?
Yes, what would have happened? And there
That's
was
D and
someone
D.
in those cages that could have helped if things went poorly, but
Yeah. Could have also been a magic disappearing goblin that magically disappeared with the crystal that I pissed on. But
it's true. I mean, you probably shouldn't be pissing on arcade artifacts
hey,
anyway.
look, it's only dumb if you're stupid enough to try it. Wait, what? No. It's only dumb if you try it and something bad goes wrong. Wait, no, what? No, that doesn't make any sense either. Look, what I'm trying to say is if you try something and it works, it's not stupid.
Okay.
It just happened to be that in that particular instance, it just didn't work.
Oh my god. Yeah, I guess.
That logic is sound, at
Huh.
least.
Whatever you need to, however you need to justify
I don't need to justify shit. I'm a barbarian.
it. But yeah, it's been good.
It's an adventure. But yeah. On to the next important topic. The first subtopic before we get into the important topic, which will lead into the important topic and the reasoning why we got into the subtopic in the first place. Is I
Okay.
started watching Clone Wars, the animated series with the Miss.
Oh yeah, she told me that you had started watching it. You two started watching
I'm so confused because
it.
there is so many plot holes that aren't explained.
Yeah, yeah.
And she is very emotionally attached to some of the clone troopers. And I'm gonna
Like
be
Rex,
honest, I don't really give a shit.
Rex being one of them.
Apparently, I can't even remember which one is Rex the bold one.
I think so.
Because there was a dude with like two bacon rashes stuck to his head. I can't remember his name, but
I don't remember that one. It's been such a long time since I've
and
watched
there
it.
was this one dude with like a minigun, and he did like the sacrificial play, but he's a clone, so like okay, cool. Like,
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it's been interesting. Um, like some of the characters are cool. Some of the characters are kind of whatever. Then like Jar Jar Binks has like a Shaggy moment where he goes like full power in one episode, somehow saves whatever her name was.
Uh, wait, what?
But as a person who's not like heavily in depth into Star Wars, into the lore and stuff like that,
Yeah,
it's kind of confusing. I'm gonna be real.
that's fair. It can get confusing. Yeah,
Like
even
one
as
minute,
someone that like likes Star Wars, it can get confusing.
I didn't even know that there were like so many different races in Star Wars that existed, like aliens and stuff that exist.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Like all like I remember like the freaking the blue fly dude with the penis nose from like the prequels.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
I remember that race, and then I remember like the eyeball thing because of the whole Greedo situation. Like there was like one
yeah,
like green like, and then everything else is like there's some alien looking thing that looks like the standard alien, but they got like the necks, like the African people where they got the rings, they stretch their necks out.
oh, yeah,
I was like, what the hell is that? And then there's all sorts of different droids.
yeah,
I I didn't know that there were so many different like versions of the Roger Roger droids.
yeah. There's the Star Wars universe. It goes deep. There's a lot of things, and like it has a lot.
My favorite part about it so far is that General Grievous is freaking useless.
Yeah,
It's like, do you remember the monkey from Powerpuff Girls?
oh,
It
yeah,
just reminds me of that. Was the name Mojo Jojo or something?
yeah, yeah,
Like it just
yeah,
reminds me of that. Like I don't like how is this dude not fired yet? I don't think he's succeeded in any mission so far.
No, I don't think he does.
I actually don't think so far out of like I think we're like 10 or 11 episodes in. I don't think he's actually succeeded in any mission that he's been set out to accomplish so far.
Yeah, that's Grievous.
And then Count Dooku is has the I'm sick of your shit vibes and I love it.
Yeah, Dooku's good. Black Dooku.
Is he voiced by the same? Was it Christopher Lee or whatever his name is from?
I I'm not
Is it?
sure, but I think the animated one's the same guy.
Because I like the interactions between Obi Wan and Anakin and how how it's like older brother, younger brother kind of vibes. They're just giving each other shit all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So that's kind of nice. And it's kind of cool just seeing like the other Jedis.
Oh, yeah.
Like you have the Jamaican Jedi with
Jamaican Jedi?
the green dreads.
Oh, yeah.
It was pretty cool. But I'm kind of like I kind of got spoilers right because all the Jedi get killed off because of the whatever it was.
Yeah.
So
Order 66. Yeah.
yeah, so I kind of don't really have any emotional attachment to any of them except for like Samuel L. Jackson. Because I'm pretty sure he voices Mace Windu, right? But it's like a tone, like it's not his like movie Sam Jackson voice. It's like a toned down version of it.
Sure.
It's like his job interview voice, unless it's voiced by a different person. But
I think they're all different people in the animated series.
I know
In Clone Wars.
Anakin and Obi-Wan are different people. So it's been interesting. Like obviously, it's more in it's less in my field of like say if I'm say like we've been watching Bleach, right? Bleach is more of like my anime that she's watching, so it's kind of like flip now. Like Star Wars is her
Yeah.
jams. So I guess it's like a similar sort of feeling where it's like some of the
Yeah.
characters I like I have less attachment to because I'm not like there's less history behind it. You know what I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
it's like literally the characters that I like in the Clone Wars animated series. Most of them are just from the movies.
Okay. Yeah. That's fair.
Like she's a big fan of Ahsoka, and I'm just kind of like, eh, like she's kind of just.
Uh, how far in are you into Clone Wars?
I think we're like 10, 11 episodes in.
Okay. Ah
Just,
Ahsoka gets a lot better.
I mean, I guess, but I just don't have like I don't have like you know when you have a character that you just vibe with when they first make it. Like
Yeah.
say like the first time you meet Kenpachi, it was just like
Yeah.
automatically this guy is on my like when I meet like Ikaku, like automatically
Yeah.
this guy is on my list of guys that are like, okay, you're cool, right?
Yeah.
I haven't really encountered anyone in there that has done that yet, except for like the Jamaican Jedi dude. That's probably because he's just green and he looks like he has dreads.
Fair enough.
I
Oh god. So, how far like, speaking of Bleach, how far in did you get?
Okay, so here's the reason why we started watching Clone Wars.
Yeah.
So not last weekend, but the weekend before that, where what we started Blood Thousand Year Blood War, right?
Yeah.
And I think the last time we talked about it, we got up. We were only up to the part where freaking Handlebars kills Yamamoto, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we watched more of it. And then we got up to the episode that ends with the cliffhanger where Zombie Girl gets Toshiro out to come out. Like
Yeah.
he's like the end of the episode, he steps out, like there's ice around his feet, and he looks like he's wearing the friggin' I don't know, the white Nazi outfit that they have.
Is that season 2?
I don't know.
That's season
I think it's season one. I think that's when they invade the Soul Society. And they're gonna head up. They're trying to head into the royal palace. I think that's season one because I think it was like
so
episode 10 or something like that. Season one.
Okay.
So the problem we had is she doesn't like cliffhangers, and that was a cliffhanger. And Toshiro is one of her like favorite characters in Bleach, right?
Yeah.
So he steps out. Episode ends. We boot up the next episode, and then we despair because it's in Japanese. So
Yeah.
so we stopped watching it. That's why we started watching Clone Wars, because it was in Japanese, right? Because we would watch like 280 something episodes in English dub, right? We're not going to switch to Japanese now.
Oh,
Right?
so if you're so yeah, you'd be in season 2 then.
We're in
If you're
season two.
getting yeah, you'd be in season 2. Because if you're just
Well, how many?
now
I
getting
don't know how
to
many episodes there are in a season. So
uh there was 13 in the first one.
I still think we're in the first one because it was like episode 10 of the first one. Because I'm not like I'm not sure if the first one's completely been done in English. Has it?
Has Zaraki fought someone important yet?
Zaraki fought the little shit,
Little shit.
the one that uses his imagination.
Yeah, that's season 2.
Is that season 2? Okay, well we're in
Yeah,
season
that's
2.
season 2.
But yeah, so
So
like
so
we've
you've
seen
seen Zaraki versus the captain.
Zaraki's giant big dick energy sword meat cleaver.
And the amount of blood that Unohana made with her Bankai?
No, she was fine. She was just kind of sad that mummy died, but she wasn't
But
as sad. I don't think she was that sad because at least Kenpachi lived. So
yeah. But because you said that that
it wasn't that
Quiet Knight
violent.
is no, but actually you said that a Quiet Knight was like sensitive to blood or something?
No, I'm sensitive to blood, but like IRL blood.
Ah, okay.
So I can see that and it's fine. Doesn't matter. But I see like I cut my finger and there's a little bit of blood, or so I see like someone like scratches their hand or something like that and shows me like a couple, and I'll like pass out.
Ah, okay.
It's freaking weird. Like I'll watch Saw and I'll be fine. Like I could watch the entire series of Saw and I'll be fine. But like someone trips
Oh,
over and scratches their knee on the floor and then like I look at it for half a second, I'm out. Like I don't know how long.
also last time you had mentioned that certain voice actors were the same?
Yeah, so I'm guessing that you pretended that you didn't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You hit me with the huh. Because that huh was a very sort of huh. Well, which I guess
Yeah.
it makes sense now. So
Yeah. Certain voice actors being the same, huh?
but yeah, we got to meet Squad Zero, so that was kind of cool. Dude, the English voice actor for the guy who makes the Zanpakutos,
Oh, yeah.
so good, so good.
It
I'm
is.
pretty sure like there was one time where he's just like, "Oh shit," and we just
Yeah.
like we just lost it. It was so good. So he's
Yeah.
one of the guys on the list of characters where it's just like, all right, this guy's good. But then there's the pink haired girl that like loses weight when she cooks or something and turns hot.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
weird. It was kind of
Yeah.
confusing. So, but yeah. And then the healer guy that trained Unohana, he's kind of just annoying. Although he does that one cool
Yeah.
move with Sophone where like he like teleports, but he's like grabs her arm before he teleports somehow. Like
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember a bit, yeah.
yeah. The dude with the beads around his head, he's kind of just weird.
That's the bigger dude?
Yeah. Whatever his name is, is it Ichibe or
Yeah, yeah, Ichibe. Yeah.
I don't remember what his other name is, but that guy, he gives me like the vibes of a guy who loves his job too much.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he enjoys. He's way too enthusiastic about his job, and his job like pays like meh. It's kind of whatever. It's not really that great. It's not really, you know. But he just loves it. He frosts it, and he's just way too excited about it.
I'm just trying to figure out which one you're up to for dub in this anime.
It's where Ichigo arrives in the Soul Society, blasts through the the dome thing around the Serite, and then it's the one where Orihime's outfit is Booba. Like Chad comes, they see, like Uryu comes in, shoots a couple of arrows at Ichigo, and then Chad comes in and blocks it, and then Orihime just boobs, and then
Okay. Have you seen Shinji get a fight yet?
uh yes, that's so we watched where Komamura turns into like every furry's dream, wet dream, and then turns into a dog,
Oh, yeah,
and then like the hot one, is it, Bambi?
yeah, Gambiato.
She get turned into a zombie by the weird
Okay.
the guy girl zombie whatever her face is, and then so we ended on the cliffhanger with Toshiro that one time, and then last weekend we watched one episode because you know the next dub came out,
Yeah.
so that was them fighting Toshiro, and then that was when Mayuri goes full Giga Chad and gets all the zombies on his side. So
Okay. Yep.
he turns Rose and the other dude to his side, and then there's that
Yeah.
weird like fat dude in a diaper that shoots love hearts at people.
That one I do not remember. I haven't seen it. I'm just remembering from the manga. I do not remember that.
He's like some old dude with like sunglasses and like a Master Roshi beard, and he shoots like love hearts at people, and it like gets them to do what he wants, like mind controls them basically. It's like another mind control dude, and he gets like Byakuya's fighting him, and he gets like he basically mind controls Shuhei, um, and then Byakuya. So his power, like this dude's power, can like control souls or something, and it shoots Byakuya's Zanpakuto because his Zanpakuto has a soul. Like his Zanpakuto tries to fight him as well, and then Mayuri comes in and saves the day because he turned like the dead captains that got turned into zombies into his zombies, and the love dude tries to control them, but Mayuri's just like my zombies don't understand the concept of love, and then he just beats
Yeah.
the living shit out of this dude.
Oh god. I don't remember that at all. But yeah.
Yeah, but there was like it was that, and he was testing like drugs on Toshiro, and he was going through like a Groundhog Day kind of situation. Where he's just like
Oh, yeah.
reliving like whatever it was. I don't know what was going on. All I know is Mayuri has that yellow suit and looks freaking hilarious, and he's like just carrying at the moment. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Mayuri's a good
so
character.
see, I only like Mayuri at the start because Nemu was hot. That was it. But like now he's actually like an interesting character.
Yeah.
That one scene in the Waco Mundo arc where like he's
Oh,
like reviving Nemu and it breaks the fourth wall.
yep. And, oh, yeah, I remember that.
But yeah, he brought like the Arancas back and they were like fighting, and he had everything, dude. He had like the little bomb things that counted Bambi's explosion things. Dude,
Oh, yeah.
man's a giga chad. Like, and then oh, the other thing was there was the green haired girl that's also hot with the electricity, and the dude with the guns, and the weird dude with the dreadlocks that we talked about last time. The Nana Nana, whatever his name is. They try to like 3v1
Oh,
Byakuya, and he just wrecks them all. He kind of just wrecks them all.
yeah.
And yeah, like, and then we're up to the part where like Ichigo chases after freaking handlebars, and then Renji and all that stay behind and deal with the whatever they're called, the backup dudes, the
Yeah.
peons.
So has Yawatch made it to the Soul Palace yet?
The what?
To the palace yet, to like the Soul
No, it's
Palace?
literally because Ichigo blew a hole into the ceiling, into the dome, and they just going up to the like they shot a blue beam just to go up. That's like the end of the episode because that's when like Uryu.
Okay.
That's like when Ichigo like runs into Uryu, and then Chad shows up and everything with Orihime.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, and then the next episode is like it starts off black and white with freaking excited man at a table with handlebars, but it was in Japanese, so we just stopped it, and now we're just waiting until.
Just stopped it. Yeah.
And so we watched a bit more Clone Wars after that. So that's where we're
Fair
at.
enough.
So, but it is confirmed that Rangiku is a zombie. So
Yeah.
she was in that scene. There was zombie Rose, zombie Rangiku, and zombie Punchy Punchy dude. I can't remember whatever his name was.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Izuru is dead or not. He got a hole blasted through him, but I don't know if he's dead or not.
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Because there's been too many episodes where he hasn't explained how Zanpakuto works. So
Oh. Yeah.
Izuru is like the closest thing to Pot of Greed in Bleach.
Oh.
Because every time he whips out Wabisuke, he has to explain that
Oh.
it doubles the weight of anything it hits.
Oh. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Bleach has been very good. The animation has been amazing. The Kenpachi fight.
Where Kenpachi cuts through space.
Literally.
Yeah. He fucking cuts through
But
space.
I think that's because the little shit was literally imagined him to be like broken,
Monster.
so he was
Yeah.
broken. Like that wasn't his
Yeah.
actual power. Like he just kind of cucked himself,
Yeah, kind of.
as far as I understand it.
It's because he started thinking that Kenpachi was stronger than him, and it's like,
No, he started thinking Kenpachi was like broken, so he became broken.
hmm,
There was at some point he was like trying to drown the dude, and he just didn't give a shit. He's just like, I don't need
yeah.
oxygen. I have plot armor.
So, what do you think of Kenpachi's like like sword? Or I mean, I say sword, but I mean
Well,
axe.
I saw it. I'm just like, oh shit, and because Mrs. was doing like her little crochet next to me. She wasn't full, like she was watching it, but like not fully watching it.
Yeah.
And I gave her like a nudge when it got to the scene showing off his I think that's a Shikai, right?
Yeah, that's Ishika. That's not his Bankai. You'll see
Yeah.
that later.
So like I gave her a nudge, like, oh yeah, Kenpachi got an upgrade, and she like looks up and all hears is, oh. Well, yeah. But I don't know what happened to Yochiru. She turned into like a Spider-Man situation. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
Oh, uh, I don't know if that's been explained yet. It might have actually been
I
explained.
don't think so, but I'm assuming that she's like she's Kenpachi's Zanpakuto spirit or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, she is.
Because I'm pretty sure the first time they met, like Ichigo said something like he doesn't know what she is or something, or like what are you or something.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like also when like he first meets her when he picks up the sword as well, and yeah, there's
Something. I wouldn't be surprised. It just kind of sucks because like he's so broken that his if Yachiro is his Zanpakuto spirit, his Kenpachi is so broken that his Zanpakuto has its own Zanpakuto. Like,
yeah, yeah.
because
Yes,
I don't know what she was using with the weird like animal things that were next to her. Like, I was really confused because there was that weird scientist dude that was like disappearing and phasing out of existence, and then Yachiro was just like beating the shit out of him.
oh, yeah, but yeah, yeah. Essentially, she is his
Well, yeah, and now
Zanpakuto.
got a super huge upgrade. She's like, I just don't know who the other dude is because Shinsui has like two lieutenants. I I don't know who the old dude is, but
Who has two lieutenants?
Shinsui, because you know how Shinsui got promoted to squad one captain,
Oh, yeah.
and he has like Nanao as one of his lieutenants, and he has some old dude that looks like Maki Maki.
Oh, I don't remember the old dude.
I I don't know who he is, but he's kind of there. But like Nanao is just carrying everything. She has that weird freaking force barrier or some shit that stops Locha from getting to freaking Shunsui.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of stuff happening where you are.
Also, what was the other thing? The freaking wrestler dude. I have no idea what was going on with that wrestler dude.
Tesla dude?
Like the dude with the star thingy on his head that does like the wrestling moves, and
Oh,
he's
yeah,
got that weird freaking Pikmin looking dude next to him that cheers him on, and then they started multiplying, and I don't know what was going on there.
yeah. It's
Like they chopped
actually
him
I
in
get
half, and then he like kind of just hopped around like as a torso, and then Renji chopped his head off, and then he started multiplying by like doing a weird sort of what was that game with Norman Reedus in it? The freaking Hideo Kojima one, the most recent one.
Death Stranding.
Yeah, you know how that you get the weird baby scene where like you go to the
Oh,
baby and there's
yeah.
like another baby there. It was like literally that, and then there's like multiple of the little dudes everywhere, and they were like just cheering him on. And then I was so confused.
Oh, but yeah. The basis of I don't remember. I remember the little dude multiplying, but the wrestler dude gets more power the more he's cheered on, like the more people cheering him on, and like the other dude, like
So
that's why they work well together.
is
Because
that
the
like
little
an
dude
ego thing? Is that like an ego based power? I guess I don't know what his
kinda,
I don't know what his letter is. So
yeah. I can't remember what his letter is either. But yeah, that's why they work well together. Because like they complement each other. It's like the other dude, like the dude gets stronger the more people that cheer him on, and the other dude, small dude, multiplies when he gets like damage.
yeah, that was freaking
So it
weird.
makes the other dude stronger. Yeah, it's weird.
I did like Shinji's Bankai though. I love the music with it. That was freaking sick.
How it reverses and like like
No, the music
reverses
as he
everything.
was doing the Bankai, that music was sick. And then like
Ah, yeah.
And it goes like the weird Inception sort of camera style where it just kind of goes all wonky and shit. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. She's not doing very good because she likes Komamura a little bit because she thought he was a cat originally, and like
How?
Toshiro, she thought Komamura was a cat.
How?
He looked kind of like a fox kind of cat dog thing. I don't- So
Okay.
he's probably gonna die because he has no heart, so he's probably gonna die.
Yeah.
And Toshiro's a zombie, so
Yeah.
so it's not
Uh,
looking good, boys.
uh,
The
no.
curse is real. The favorite character curse is
So,
real.
so you saw Toshiro's Bankai?
Like when he was still alive, or
Yeah.
because he used it
But
against Mayuri as well.
when like
He
when he goes
uses
in his Bankai and like this thing floating above him disappear?
no.
Okay,
Yes,
you're in for
no.
a
I don't know. I actually can't remember because he was fighting the freaking finger guns dude, and then the other dude came in and kind of wrecked his shit. And then that was the last time we saw him as Toshiro, and then he became a zombie after that.
hmm.
Because I'm assuming the next episode is like royal palace-y sort of stuff. Like they'll probably still be fighting like on the ground, but I don't know. I actually don't know what to expect right now. All I know is Uryu is going back to his edgy Uryu mood,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
Kenpachi has a meat cleaver. So, which I think was the isn't that the same Shikai as the guy he killed? Isn't that his sword?
Wait, for who?
Kenpachi. Didn't Kenpachi kill the previous captain to get his spot?
Yes.
I thought that sword was the previous captain's Shikai.
No, he's had that sword for a while. They took off a dead Soul Reaper like a long time ago, way before that.
Huh. I just hope Squad Zero doesn't get the Chad treatment.
The Chad treatment.
I
Oh,
can't remember the last time Chad had a W. I'm gonna be honest.
oh,
It's not looking good.
yeah. I
Like
mean, their abilities are cool.
Orihime's had more W's than Chad recently.
I mean, yeah, I know.
Bleach is good. And then I don't know when the next season's coming out. I think they just released a trailer for it recently. But
Did
it'll
they?
probably be a while till we get a dub for season 3. So so we'll probably watch a bit of Clone Wars after we finish Bleach, this season of Bleach, and probably watch Spy Family. We'll probably watch
Yeah, that'd
My
be
Hero
cool.
Academia, Doctor Stone, smash all of them out. You know what I mean? And then by the time that's all done, we should be good to go on the next Bleach season. So far, it's been pretty good. I like how they've gone the Attack on Titan sort of route when they actually killed off people.
Yeah. I mean, it's the end of the series. It's like, might as well kill some people off.
Still cool though.
Yeah, it is. I'm just watching the trailer for part 3. What the? That
The trailer
animation
for
is
part
incredible.
3 doesn't make any sense. I watched it the other day, and it's just like just random images of shit. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Looks cool though.
It looks cool, but it doesn't make any sense.
And
Which
to
I'm
me, it
kind of
does.
glad. I'm kind of glad because like it makes me more excited for it. Because now like I'm not gonna, it's not like a movie trailer where I see the entire movie in like 2 minutes.
That animation looks incredible in the part
The
3 trailer.
animation
Really.
has been lit. I like how they started doing the similar sort of thing as Attack on Titan, where they started implementing 3D, like
Yeah.
the Komamura Bankai and the Shinji Bankai.
What is- Okay, that looks really good. That trailer. Oh, have you heard of Burn the Witch?
No, what is that?
It's done by the same guy that did Bleach.
Kubo?
Yeah, Burn the Witch.
Does
It,
that involve? Wait, actually, no. I might have seen it. Actually, is that the one where like there's like two female characters
yeah,
and they're both hot?
yeah,
Okay, good. We're watching it, boys. You've convinced me.
yeah. It's done by the same dude that does Bleach. Like
Yeah,
makeup
yeah. The
style,
dude, like the
basically.
one thing this guy does that
Is female characters that are hot. Yeah.
no, just character design in general. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like
Also, like in Burn the Witch, like the lead male dude is such a fucking idiot. He looks pretty much exactly like Ichigo, and he's just a fucking like a bimbo but male.
so basically, Kyan.
Yeah, yeah, kinda, yeah. Yeah. Oh fuck.
Dude, like, look if you look at the characters in Bleach, it's got some of the best designed side characters, like the richest side characters. Like some of them obviously um wasted potential, but some of
Yeah,
them, like you just look at Kenpachi Zaraki, you look at Toshiro, you look at Rangiku, you look at Ichigo's dad, you look at Urahara, you look at like even his friends like Tatsuki,
yeah,
Tego, like obviously Chad with the one issue where he's like literally the dude that just tanks it every single time a new powerful guy comes along.
yeah.
But
He kind of gets the Yamcha treatment.
yeah. It's kind of annoying and it's kind of despair. I wish it was like pushed onto somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
It'd be really cool if it was pushed onto like Tetsuzaimon or you know one of those guys. Like even
yeah,
Shuhei, like 'cause, like Ikaku, like they tried to give that treatment to Ikaku, but then Ikaku actually wins half the time. So
yeah. He does.
like they even tried to do it to Yamachika, but he also wins half the time as well. So it's like why can't Chad just have a dub? You know? 'Cause, like all I see is like the memes where it's just like Chad's been defeated. I can't possibly imagine a guy like him going down. and it just goes and
Oh,
shows all the scenes where he just gets freaking wrecked,
yeah, yeah,
like
poor
back to
Chad.
back to back to back to back to back. Like it goes from like I-beam to like Shunsui the first time to like freaking Waco Bunto.
Yep. Yeah, Chad really does just get the Yamcha treatment. Poor guy.
Like the only W that Chad's had, I think, is against the Afro dude in Waco Mundo, but then he gets wrecked by the
Yeah,
freaking he gets wrecked by the dentist straight after. So
yep. Yeah, he does. Oh, poor Chad.
like it's bad when shit, what's his name? The healer dude?
Healer dude?
Oh, I can't remember. Dude, I was talking about him last time. The one where he's got the little tiny daggers on Pakto that like drains spirit
Oh,
energy.
yeah,
He has
yeah.
more dubs than Chad. He got a freaking full-time job at a freaking 7-Eleven or some shit.
What?
Yeah, he got it like him and Ganju got a job at like the like a service
I do not
station
remember
or
that.
when they went to the Soul Society for a little while. They both got a job working at a like a gas
I
station
don't remember that at all.
store thing.
No
It's
idea.
like I just want my boy to have you know, I just want him to fight against like one of the Stern Ritters and actually just win.
Oh,
Like I was hoping he'd fight the wrestling dude and win.
that would have been a good matchup.
That
That
would have
would
been
have been good.
so good. But then Renji just comes in and kind of just deletes him. Like even Renji's got more dubs than Chad. That's dude.
Yeah, poor Chad.
Like Chad's been there since what episode 1, and he's got
More
less
or less,
dubs.
yeah.
And he's got less dubs than Renji. That's come on, man. Come on, come on.
Yeah.
Bleach. It's been good so far. The animations have been lit. It hasn't been a letdown.
I'm so happy that they've like actually done good on the as New Blood War.
Well, apparently there's a Yoruichi scene that we're still waiting on. That's
Oh yeah.
everyone's
Oh
hoping
yeah.
isn't censored. So
Oh, if they censor that, that's gonna be that's a sad day for that's a sad day for humanity then.
I mean, we could just Google the rest of it. Yeah.
That too, yeah.
Yeah. I just I kind of hope there's 3 things that I want to see in Bleach. Uh,
Yeah.
Before it ends. Urahara's Bankai, Shunsui's Bankai, and Kenpachi's Bankai.
You will see all three of those.
Okay, good. That's all we needed.
Yeah, you
That's
will see
all
all three of those.
that's all we needed to know, boys.
And they are worth it. It's
They better
Urahara's
be.
all three of them are incredible.
Dude, just based off of the Zanpakuto arc for Shunsui, I have no idea what that's gonna be like, but it sounds broken.
Wait, who's one?
So, like the Zanpakuto arc and the non-canon arc, where the Zanpakutos like turn into like material,
People. Yeah.
like so they were roughly explaining how his Zanpakuto works.
Yeah.
Is there was like one episode just dedicated to his to the small sword, and
Yeah, and
then
he
like
makes a mention of like if I can't use it here, like too many people will see it or something.
no, Ukitake tells him not to use it because there's too many people. Um, So
Yeah,
Ukitake uses his like fights for him instead and stops him from using it. Because I think he was going to
yeah,
use it against Stark as well.
mm, yeah.
Ukitake's stops him from using it. So
And there's a reason for that.
like based off of what I've seen, I'm guessing it's not as OP as Yamamoto's because Yamamoto's seemed kind of broken. But
Yeah, but it is good. It is very strong.
if it's animated like the Shinji Bankai and the and the what call it Kawamura and all that, it's got me excited because
Yeah.
I just I want to hear like the like Bleach has some of the best like power up music, background music, like oh shit music. Like
Oh yeah, it does. It's got some good
it's
stuff.
oh I'm just excited. That's pretty much it, right?
Kind of.
Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I mean I'm good. I'm good with that. And I haven't
Cool.
really done too much this fortnight, so
You haven't? Yeah, I mean, I've just been grinding Lost Ark and Age.
yeah.
I
Hang
think there is a couple of video ideas I do want to try. Um, which if you're free, like tomorrow at some point, like write it down.
Yeah.
'Cause I do want to like brainstorm it and write it down. One of them is literally
Okay.
gonna be do you remember that ages ago when I showed you that video, the what your Monster Hunter weapon says about you?
Oh, yeah.
I just want to do that, but for like Lost Ark.
Okay.
And it's like what your class says about you, and then just warriors, and then just do all the warrior classes. And
Fair enough.
then the other one is obviously I talked to you about like the Makoko Bible basically. I just want to like
Yeah.
write a list, like just brainstorm like a massive list of just just so I can have something like long term just to chip away at. I feel like that's gonna be super valuable going forward to make. It's like super accessible and it's gonna be simple, really easy to not easy to make, but like easy to put out on a regular basis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be like 5 minute long video just explaining one particular thing. You know, that's manageable once a week, twice a week. Yeah.
Okay.
Apart from that, it's gonna be D&D this weekend. We're planning to go to some sort of Viking themed festival thing, apparently, on the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, she saw some Viking thing. It's like, do you want to go? It's like, sure, why not? Are you into like Viking stuff? And like internally, I'm thinking about like my Spotify playlist of just Viking music.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the old Nordic music and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, are you into Viking stuff, by the way? It's like, don't mind it.
Oh god.
Yeah. So that's gonna be interesting. She booked it in, so we'll go into that. She didn't realize that the place is like almost 2 hour drive away, so that's gonna be interesting. So I don't know how early
Oh, okay.
we're gonna have to get up to go to that, but yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, hopefully that's interesting. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Got anything planned, sir?
No, I don't really haven't really got anything planned. I'm just gonna be doing a lot more streaming because I'm feeling better and actually yeah, it's been a while since I've put in some good streaming hours. But
How many Baldur's
no,
Gate
nothing
streams
else
we're
at the
getting
moment.
this week?
Don't know at the moment. Don't know yet.
Why don't you just roll a d6 and
No, I'm not going to do that.
we can't roll a d8 because if you get 8, you're kind of screwed.
But yeah, nothing really too much planned. So it's like, but yeah, about it. Really.
I'm shooting for like Wednesday variety potentially, and then Thursday, Friday Lost Ark.
Okay. Yeah.
Then if I'm not feeling like Lost Ark, I can always pivot Thursday into another variety day. You know what I mean? Like if
Yeah.
you wanna meme and do stuff together, like Remnant or something, I can always switch.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we can swap and change whatever.
You know, some days
Eh,
you're not feeling the raids. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's true.
Do some Ark tomorrow. I've been volunteered as tribute for Palia, so we gotta. So if you want to join us for some cooking, we can get some recipes cranking.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'd
I
be
need
up for
to
that.
cook some food for focus.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I need that as well.
Right.
I need a lot more food.
Dude, we are hitting it today. You said 2 hours. We're at 1:59. By the time if we don't screw up these outros, I think we're on point today, boys. We're on point.
I mean, well, like you said, that's going to be so. But yeah, so that's that has been Fleet First Last Questions later for episode 7.
So it's
I
7, man. 7.
Yeah,
Damn. Let's go.
I think it's 7. Oh, quick look. Gotta
Getting
double check
closer to
this.
double digits, man. We're getting closer.
Okay. There we go. 7.
Yeah.
Yes,
Pretty
that's
sure
number 7.
I'm pretty sure it's 7.
I said it at the start, but I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that has been episode number 7. I've been Initiative. You can follow me. All the links will be down the bottom. Feed, feed
I hope
Jamaican.
they're down the bottom. I have been putting them down the bottom, right?
Yes, you have been.
Okay, good. You want to check out Initiativ, go hang out on his Twitch. You want to check me out, say hi on my Twitch. Can't promise anything. Not very good at games. Yeah. Been it? Being chilling. I haven't even finished my Chaos Dungeons yet. What? Oh,
We shall both see in 2 weeks, as we do most of the time when
hopefully.
things line up well.
All right.
See you.
Peace.